One True Thing by Anna Quindlen, published in 1994, is a poignant novel that explores the evolving emotional bond between a mother and daughter while subtly weaving in a low-stakes mystery. The story unfolds through an extended flashback narrated by Ellen Gulden, who begins by reflecting on her time in jail. Ellen contrasts jail and prison before segueing into memories of her family and childhood. From there, she rewinds to recount the pivotal events that changed her life. At 24, Ellen is thriving as an editor in New York City. She enjoys a prestigious job, a coveted apartment, and a boyfriend she appreciates despite doubts about their compatibility. Ellen attributes her ambitious nature to her father, George, a literature professor and English department head at a local college. Growing up, Ellen shared a close intellectual bond with George, which often left her dismissive of her mother, Kate. As a homemaker dedicated to creating the perfect home life, Kate's traditional role seemed, to Ellen, devoid of ambition or depth. Ellen's life is upended when George calls to inform her that Kate has been diagnosed with cancer. He pressures Ellen to return home to help care for her mother, a request Ellen views as emotional blackmail. Reluctantly, she agrees, leaving behind her promising career and independent life. Though initially resistant to Ellen's involvement, Kate eventually accepts her daughter's presence. Back home, Ellen's perspective begins to shift. While she has always admired George, she grows increasingly resentful of his manipulation and emotional detachment. Despite his insistence that Ellen take on caregiving responsibilities, George remains aloof, immersing himself in work and avoiding all aspects of Kate's illness, including doctor visits. His coldness toward Kate exacerbates Ellen's frustration. As Ellen cares for her dying mother, she begins to recognize Kate's quiet strength and selflessness. Their relationship deepens, and Ellen reevaluates her long-held perceptions of both her parents. The narrative artfully examines family dynamics, the burdens of expectation, and the complexities of love and duty. These revelations lead Ellen to reevaluate her perception of both her parents, casting Kate as the strong, reliable figure and George as weak and unrealistic. Her growing awareness is compounded by evidence of George's infidelity, discovered through household clues and candid conversations with Kate, leaving Ellen deeply upset. Meanwhile, Kate's condition deteriorates rapidly. Her pain becomes unbearable, managed only by high doses of morphine. She loses control of basic bodily functions, requiring diapers, and eventually becomes bedridden. One evening, Kate tearfully begs Ellen to assist her in ending her suffering. Ellen, horrified by the request, refuses. Yet her refusal fills her with guilt and self-loathing, as she sees herself as too weak to grant her mother's desperate wish. Soon after, Kate passes away. Initially, Ellen feels a sense of relief that her mother's suffering has ended, but this peace is shattered when the coroner's report lists Kate's cause of death as a morphine overdose. Ellen is arrested for her mother's murder, thrusting her into a storm of legal and emotional turmoil. Haunted by her final moments with Kate, Ellen replays them obsessively. She recalls the last meal Kate had, rice pudding, lovingly fed to her by George. The memory of Kate's expression as George fed her forces Ellen to confront a shocking realization. George was the one who administered the fatal overdose. Despite this, Ellen resolves to protect her father. She denies the charges against her, but offers no alternative explanation, unwilling to implicate him. The trial proceeds, and though Ellen is acquitted due to insufficient evidence, she is ostracized by her community. Most townspeople believe she is guilty, viewing the act as a form of mercy killing. Feeling alienated and disillusioned, Ellen leaves her hometown and returns to New York. She breaks off her relationship with her boyfriend, starts a new career in psychiatry, distancing herself from George's literary world, and begins a relationship with someone she genuinely loves. 8 years later, Ellen unexpectedly encounters George at a theater. In their first conversation since the trial, George reveals a startling truth. He did not give Kate the morphine overdose. Instead, Kate prepared the dose herself, taking her own life to escape her pain. This revelation forces Ellen to confront the complexities of her parents' lives and choices, adding another layer of depth to her understanding of love, sacrifice, and moral ambiguity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.